It's Thursday where we're thinking like entrepreneurs, and today we're going to talk about, is entrepreneurship for you? Hey, welcome to Think Like an Entrepreneur Thursday, where we discuss the mindset shift from going from an employee to an entrepreneur. And I'm your host, Erin Smith. I own and founded the Starters Club, and I'm the author of the best-selling book, Master the Start. So I'm so excited to talk about this topic because when you look online, when you talk to people, when you see everybody, hustling and that's all it takes, here's what entrepreneurship typically looks like. I live on boats, I live on ships, I just make $1 million every time I go to bed. It's amazing. You should come join me. Entrepreneurship is the best thing ever. All you have to do is come up with an idea, take your expertise, and just fill in the blank there, whatever it is, and it's that easy. Just think about it. All you need is a $5,000 product, and if you just sell 20 of those, you make $100,000. And think of it, if you just sell 200 of those, you make $1 million. But to be honest with you, in reality, this is more what entrepreneurship looks like. I'm sick to my stomach. Oh, this is amazing. I just landed a huge client, but now I don't have the staff to do this. I shouldn't have done this. I should have kept my corporate job. What the heck was I thinking? Oh, I love being an entrepreneur. This is so amazing. This is the best life ever. What the hell was I thinking? What is wrong with me? Why would I ever want to be an entrepreneur? This is so stupid. Oh my God, this is awesome. This is the best life ever. I'm so glad I did that. Now, I don't say these things to discourage you and keep you from following a dream. Why I say these things is because I really want you to be honest with yourself and really think about, is entrepreneurship for you? Because the truth of the matter is, it's not easy. There's going to be some hard times. You are going to test yourself in ways you never dreamed you would test yourself before, and that's what it takes to be successful. We see a lot of these companies running around where their claim to fame is being able to raise money, which I think is an incredible thing to do. If you can raise $10 million for your company, that's awesome. But to me, the true definition of an entrepreneur is, what do you do with that $10 million? Do you turn it into $100 million? Do you go out and just get funding for another $10 million? What is it you're doing to create the business and create the job and make it something world class? And for you as an entrepreneur, it's a tough shift. It really is, because suddenly there's no guarantee. There's no paycheck coming in every 2 weeks. It requires your work. It requires your tenacity. And even on a multi-level marketing basis, nothing's easy. Like, the successful people in those industries are working their asses off to build their team. So there's a few questions I want you to ask yourself to determine, is entrepreneurship really for you? And the first question is, are you truly willing to do whatever it takes? And I know it's a simple question, but so many people, they see this dream of entrepreneurship. And for me, I kind of worked my way backwards into it. I didn't see, when I started my first business, it was just something that was going to be fun. It wasn't an easy way out. It wasn't going to be the end-all be-all to everything I wanted in life. It was simply just an extra thing to do from enjoyment. And I came from a farm background, so working to me is nothing, okay? When I was a child, I literally worked holidays, my summers meant more work, all of this. So working nights, weekends, holidays, that was nothing to me. It was something I was used to, and I was just willing to do it. I was willing to do whatever it took. If I had an employee go out on me, I was willing to do the work. If I had, circumstances that came up that I wasn't prepared for, I was willing to figure it out. If I hit a wall, I was willing to find the path so I could grow and do something better. And it's work. And you have to be honest with yourself. When you feel like throwing up, is that something that's going to drive you or make you want to crawl in a hole and give up? And if giving up is going to be something that's easy for you, I would very much encourage you never to start down this journey. I have a friend, I've been so blessed to meet amazing people and just really, just people I admire in my life. Her name's Sherry Garcia. You can find her at sherrygarcia.com, I believe, but she's got her first business was called Luminous Envy. It was a product that she just developed. She's got another company called Rent Eval. And that girl, I don't think there's anything more true of an entrepreneur than her. Because when she has hit walls in her life, and I can tell you she's had many of them, it's not this was hard. This is a lot harder than I expected. I'm done. It is, all right, I got to figure this out. I found a wall I wasn't prepared for, but you know what? Just let me back up, let me take a different route and figure this out. And she's truly had success by figuring it out. It wasn't that because she pulled the most amazing idea out of thin air. It's not because she had a Harvard MBA. It's because she is truly willing to do what it takes for success. And those are the entrepreneurs that do well. And it's not that they never have failures. It's not that they never come across obstacles, but they figure out how to go across that obstacle, and they figure out how to take that failure that they just accomplished and how to do something better about it, how to learn from that mistake and go forward. So are you really ready to do this? Secondly is, when passion isn't there, is there going to be other things that drive you? This is why I believe it's important to have a why, but a lot of people are like, I'm passionate about this thing, so all I need to do is have passion, and it's super easy and awesome. And it's just, again, sorry, not the case. Because passion's only going to take you so far. In a business, not every part of the business is going to make you love it just because you're passionate about the overall business. An example for me, I'm not a books girl. I hate books, okay? If I never had to deal with a book in my life, I would be very happy with it. This is something I know I hire out to do because I don't want to do it. But when I wasn't at that point that I could hire out, I had to sit down and do payroll every week, and it was horrible. I did not enjoy it, but it was something that was required of me because I loved the business, and I knew these were things I had to do to make the whole business work. So it's not about doing whatever it takes. It is about doing whatever it takes, but you got to realize your passion won't drive. It's only going to drive you so far. It's only going to drive you so far. So you have to be willing to go that extra mile for the things that you might not be as passionate about in the details, but that will help you achieve that ultimate goal. And the third thing is, are you willing to risk it all? Are you willing to make mad risks to make this work? And this can be a hard pill to swallow because I saw the owner, Elon Musk of Tesla Motors. I saw a thing about him, which I think is incredible. So he sold PayPal, and I can't remember, let's just say it's 80 million. I can't remember the exact amount. But he made a nice chunk of change, okay? And this to me is just amazing. But he made a nice chunk of change. He could have lived off that for a while. He could have done well. But what he did was he took pretty much every single penny he made and threw it into, there was Tesla, there was another business he had, and I can't remember the third, but there's 3 different businesses that he threw every single penny he had into creating. That takes balls. It truly takes balls. And to be able to do that, to take a ton of money and say, all right, I've done it once, I can risk it all again and do it. That's what entrepreneurship is about. A lot of people are very scared to do that. They've built a nest, and I'm not saying, if you've got several $100,000 in retirement to go spend that all in a business. But you do have to believe so much in your business that you are willing to risk it all, that you're willing to work long nights, that you're willing to do, again, to the first line of what it takes, but you're willing, you believe in it, that you're willing to risk it all. And some people, they believe in a business, but not that hardcore. Not that hardcore. They want the dream of the business versus truly living that dream and doing what it takes to be in that dream. And putting it all on the line is just, it's not worth it to them. And if it's just a hobby to you, if it's something that doesn't mean that much to you, probably not worth getting into. And I don't mean to be scary and morbid and, entrepreneurship is so hard, you should never do it, because I can promise you, it is worth everything. I'm so much more fulfilled than I'd ever be in corporate America. I live a life where I get to be with my children. If we need to go to my parents' house in Wisconsin for a few weeks, I can take them and work from there. I have an incredibly blessed situation. I live a life that I could never have even thought of designing in my 20s. I never dreamed I could do any of this. But it's been a long road and a hard road to get there. There's not anything I can look back on and say, that was really easy to do. I should have, I could have churned that out 40 times more, because it's really taken a lot of effort. But it's been so worth it to me in every industry that I've worked with, to be able, the people I've met, the people that I have been able to help and make a difference. And now, with this business, I get to transform businesses. I get to help people make a dream actually come true, and then help a business that's struggling get on that other side. And to me, there's no greater thing. So what's your thing? What's your why? What is so passionate that you would risk it all? You'll do anything it takes. That passion is just is a small amount of this, but you're willing to go to the other side to fix. And that is when you are ready to take this on an entrepreneurial journey. So I encourage you, I would love to hear from you. If you have a dream, if you have a question about whether or not you should, comment below. I'm here to answer it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next Thursday, where we think like entrepreneurs.